Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Chloe, and my bearded dragon, Micah, who won't let go of my shirt for some odd reason. We're gonna show you him eating his super worms with his Repti Calcium, if he will let go of me gently. Alright, so we have his super worms. Sorry about the angle. This is kind of weird because I want you guys to be able to watch him eat and not actually look at me, so that's alright. Ew, these things are nasty. Let's see here. Whee. So I take a super worm, dip it in calcium, and then I'm gonna put it in front of him. Normally I feed it with his vegetables, but today I figured for the sense of this video. Hey, what is up you guys? It's Chloe and my bearded dragon, Micah, whom just ate a super worm and now has it all over him. Normally I would dip the super worm in calcium powder and then put the worms on the counter or in his food, but for the video I'm gonna just dip them in the calcium powder right here and let him eat them because it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to see if it would actually come in the screen. He's being a little bit of a jerk. He doesn't even care either. He just wants more. His super worms are his favorite. Oh my lord. Ew. Minus this ant. That ant. Don't look at me like that. You just finished your food. That's gross. Yuck. Yeah. Eat that. Yeah. Crunchy. Well, he already ate his vegetables today. Normally he eats bok choy, which is what I've been feeding him, and super worms with his calcium powders, what I've been giving him on the daily. And right now we are waiting for more of his basil to grow because I grow his basil outside. You can come in the thing a little bit. There you go. I'm gonna give you another one. I was doing crickets, but it seems impossible to get them lately, so I've been just getting mealworms or super worms. I don't really like to do mealworms as much as super worms though, because some people say that they're good for them and some people say they're not, so it's like kind of like a whatever your preference is, I guess. That's a good boy. He's mad because he just wants to eat all of these worms. If I let him, he'd probably eat this whole entire thing, which he does not need to do. But if you've seen my other video in the past about the Repti Calcium, nothing has changed there. The calcium is very, very important for their health, especially so they don't get metabolic bone disease. You say hello? He's like, excuse me, I want to go back in my cage. Now we're going to go bring him back and put him in his tank so he can sit under his basking light and bask, because that's a really, really important part of their daily routine after they eat, is they need to bask. Their tank should have around 30 to 40% humidity. If you have a tank like mine that has problems with that, I have to use a dehumidifier in the tank, and I need to get another one for outside of the tank, because my house is a little more humid than it works out for the bearded dragon, so it kind of sucks because sometimes its humidity is too high. So I've been battling with a high humidity for the past couple of weeks, so I finally got it to drop back down, but it's still been a process and a half trying to do any of that. But their basking for an adult should be around like 80 to 110 during the day. At nighttime, I don't have any lights on. They don't need a night light, and they do not need a light at night. It's supposed to, as long as your house doesn't drop below like 70, 60 degrees, their tank will still stay warm enough for them, and it won't be too cold. Micah prefers to sleep on his cool side, which most bearded dragons do, because that's what they would do in the desert. If they were living in the desert, they would sleep in their cool little burrows and whatever, and Micah likes to dig sometimes, so sometimes he'll dig and he'll go to sleep that way. But he also has a hide, which most of the time he prefers to use his hide for brumating, which I've only had him for about a year, almost 2 now, and this past year he did go into brumation, which is just like hibernation. He didn't come out. I had to wake him up every couple of days, check on him. Well, every week or so I would take him out and make sure he got some water so he wasn't dehydrated and things like that. Because even though they're like hibernating, you still want to make sure they're not dehydrated or getting sick or getting parasites or anything like that. So that was a big scare for me at first, because he's my first bearded dragon, and I didn't know. I was like, what is he doing? And it took a lot of research to figure out that's what he was doing, and I was able to figure out a lot about him when he was going through that. And now I know what to be aware of, so now I know when it will come this year. If he does decide to brumate, I'll be ready for it even better, and I won't be surprised. Right, Micah? He's like a cuddly dog. It's so funny. I love him. But that is part of our daily routine with Micah, is superworms, bok choy. The last video I did, I showed you guys him eating vegetables. I also have a clip I'm going to add in of him eating his vegetables with calcium powder. He loves his vegetables now, which I mentioned in the last video that I made about him. Oh my god. I gotta end this video short because my animals are being ridiculous. My ferret is climbing on a mattress that I'm getting rid of, and I don't know where the cat just went. So me and Micah will talk to you later, and thank you for supporting. See you guys later. I don't know what I want to do for an outro yet, so I'm just gonna say peace out, like and subscribe. See you later. Bye.